Sneaker resale is dead. What is up, YouTube? This is Joel2TV back with more for you to see, and today we are talking about the sneaker resale market currently. Now, as many people going on StockX and going on GOAT and all the other sites that you're able to go pick up these sneakers for resale, you recognize that it is a lower market. Now, much like the stock market, sneakers tend to go up and go down, and you just never know when that's gonna happen. And in this situation, it's pretty bad. I'm seeing a lot of different hype sneakers that are like almost at retail, if not just a little bit above for some of the hype sneakers. Some of the Travis Scotts I've seen that are just a little bit above retail price. And I think that's absolutely crazy. And some of the Yeezys are actually dropping in value, such as the foam runners, the Yeezy slides, and we're seeing it across the board of Jordans, Nike, and all of those above. And I think it's really cool that in this situation, we can take advantage. Now, the problem is I actually personally have 3 pairs of sneakers that I do want to get rid of, but I've recognized this trend that there are sneakers that are going down below value, and it sucks in that aspect of trying to sell stuff, because I wanted to get rid of some of my sneakers and try to add something else into the collection, and it's kind of hard to just straight up sell and get it for the cash that you want to get for it. So this isn't an ad for this app, but it's something that I've personally used in the past and had success in the past. But there are 3 sneakers that I'm going to be putting up on Trade Block, and I wanted to make that announcement right here that I will be doing these trades on Trade Block, and I'll kind of tell you what kind of sneakers I'm looking for to replace these. So let's go ahead and get into the 3 sneakers that it is that I'm going to be putting up on Trade Block. Bam! Number 1, we have a pair of Yeezy 500 in the Tyrian colorway. Now, this one right here I only wore a few times, and I'm pretty sad that I copped these because I didn't wear these as much as what I wanted to. It just was a hype purchase at the time. In all honesty, like me personally, I never pay resale for sneakers, no matter how bad I want them. If I can't get them at retail, I'm most likely not gonna cop them unless they are sold on the aftermarket for about the same as retail. I think the most I've ever paid over retail price is maybe 20, 30, maybe 50 bucks. But in this situation, this one specifically, I spent a ton of money on this sneaker. I think retail price alone on these were $250, and I think I threw in an extra few bucks in order to get these. Totaling out with shipping and all the fees on StockX, I think these came out to $300. And at the end of the day, I think these really were the most expensive sneakers that I've ever purchased myself. And with that regret comes me wanting to get this out of my collection as soon as possible. Now, I'm going to be putting these up on Trade Block. I understand that the value on these have dropped significantly, but I'm going to be putting these up so that I can see what I can get in return. Now, I've posted these up already, and I haven't been getting a lot of good responses with me trying to go ask for people for the trade. So maybe this will be in a huge package deal in order for me to get a pair that I do want. But, you know, whoever does like the 500s and the high, you know, shout out to you, and hopefully you cop these. But I'm definitely not a fan of these, and I'm trying to get these out of my collection as soon as possible, because I look at these every single day and I get angry at them. So I just started storing them in my closet so that I just never have to see them again and put them in the box. So yeah, it comes with the laces. The bottom of it, like I said, is not bad because I've only worn them a few times because I had fits that had colors that matched it. But I'm just so disappointed I added these. But it comes with the box. Now the box is slightly damaged. Now, thanks StockX for sending it in great condition with the box. And it does come with the laces that came with them. So these are the extra pair because the other ones are like the pool ones. That's the original ones that come with them. So yeah, my Yeezy 500s in the Tyrian colorway, the high top ones. Time to get these out of the collection. Next up is the Yeezy 350 V2 in the Beluga 2.0 colorway, as you can see right here. Now these right here are probably one of those ones that, like, it was definitely a hype purchase. I personally love the Beluga colorway, which I eventually added into my collection. I don't know, it was just like this whole gray and just had the orange font right here on the side. Like I was just like, I mean, that's the closest I'm gonna get to a Beluga, because they'll never restock those, and then eventually they did. So yeah, these are next up on the chopping block. The only caveat on this one is that I do have a little bit of damage right there on the lace, because one of my birds got into it. So I mean, if that's the worst thing that you could say on these sneakers, I mean, I guess. And the bottom, these were not worn all that much. I've worn them for a few fits and wasn't a huge fan of this colorway in general. And it's the Yeezy 350 V2, so it's like you can't really go wrong. This one, let's see, yeah, these are a lot worse. So if you can find another pair of laces to replace these, you know, these are golden for you. But the birds really got into these somehow. I don't remember how, but, and of course we have the insoles that come with them. And actually, I got a receipt from when I bought them from Adidas Originals. And go check out the vlog if you haven't, when I went to go pick these up in Miami. But I do know that the Beluga 2.0 colorway is pretty hype still, and people still want these. So I'm gonna be expecting a lot from these Beluga 2.0s, and I really hope that I can get something good out of that trade specifically, because I think that that's probably the most high value one that I have in this like collection that I'm trying to get rid of. And then last but not least, we have another pair of Yeezy 350 V2, and this one, it pains me to get rid of these, but I just don't wear them enough. Bam! The Yeezy 350 V2 in the semi-frozen colorway. Oh. Bam! The Yeezy 350 V2 in the semi-frozen yellow colorway. Now this one right here, it hurts me to want to get rid of these, but I genuinely do not wear these enough, and I've come to realize, like, why am I gonna keep this in my collection if I'm not gonna wear this? As you can see, like, this is what I used to wear with a lot, is just this hoodie, the Jolo2TV hoodie, which never released, but if anybody wants it, just let me know and I might be able to put something together on my website. But yeah, this semi-frozen yellow colorway just didn't hit with me like after long term. I think I seriously only wore this maybe 10 times because I was like really high on this colorway. But as you can see on the bottom, there isn't much of any kind of wear on these. And on the inside, the insole is in perfect condition. This one I expect to get some good trade value because there is no damage on this one, and all it needs is the bottom to be cleaned up just a tad bit. But the value on this one I would expect to have high trade value. Now the sneakers that I'm looking for out of this trade are a few sneakers that I just kind of wish that I had, and that is number one, the Yeezy 700 in the Wave Runner colorway. Now that one I always regretted not being able to add them in my collection, and I really wish that I could get this trade off so I don't have to spend the retail of $300, and I'd be okay with the used pair. These sneakers, both of the 350s are size 12. I forgot to mention both of the 350s are size 12, and the Yeezy 500 is in a size 11.5, so keep that in mind. I forgot to mention that. But I'd be looking for a pair of the Yeezy 700 in the Wave Runner colorway and a size 11, 11.5. I really am leaning more on 11.5 as the size. Now number two for what I would love to trade for this is probably a pair of Yeezy basketballs, or the Quantums and the Onyx colorway. So that's a triple black Quantums. Now that one I'm definitely a size 11 in, and that's gonna be my number two of what I'm looking for adding into my collection instead of these right here. And number three, I think I'd like to just see what people are willing to offer in order to get these. I think that's probably gonna be my favorite one, is kind of seeing what other people value these at, and it's kind of like what they want to trade for. So if, you know, some kind of Jordan 1 comes up, if like a Jordan 11, a pair of, you know, Travis Scott's, like one of the more less hype ones, like I'd be down for that. I'm just kind of interested to see what kind of trades we can get out of these 3 sneakers. Some people might want to take all 3 of them and trade them for one. I don't know. It just depends on what kind of trades I get out of this. So if you want to go onto my trade block and offer me something and try to see what we can work out, I'll put my trade block right in the description down below, but I'll put it right here on screen, Jolo2TV on trade block. So let's go ahead and get these trades going. And as these market values are pretty low, let's still have some fun with it and still keep these collections getting traded and still hold some kind of value between us sneakerheads. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching the video. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and comment, and please be sure to share. Let me see those trade values come out. Anyways, Jolo2TV out.